Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Zach, CEO of JZB Media. We are a creative digital marketing agency based in Boerne, Texas. And if you're new here and if you've never seen these types of videos on our social media channels before, we are creating these videos purely to offer you value. Whether or not you're a client, we want to make sure that JZB Media is helping you with your marketing in some way, whether you like it or not. So, moving on, the whole point of this video is to talk about and just lightly touch on something that's really, really important as it relates to social media marketing, and that is contextualizing your content. So what does that mean to contextualize your content? To put it simply, it means to develop your content in a way that you can communicate with every person that prefers different types of communication across all of your social media platforms. So let's break it down. We're going to keep this light. We're not going to dive too far into the technicalities of everything that needs to be done in order to contextualize content, but we are going to kind of go through a type of wireframe setup, if you will. So contextualizing your content means that you are taking a masterpiece of content and you are kind of breaking it down to different pieces of content or turning it into different forms of content for different mediums. So what are mediums? Mediums are things like video, written word, audio, things like that, right? The different ways that people like to get their information. So just to provide an example of what contextualizing content means, we're going to start off at the top, right? Let's say you have a 10-minute YouTube video, kind of like the one that you're watching right now, right? We're going to put this on YouTube, whether or not you're seeing it on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere else. We're putting it on YouTube, and we have this long-form content, right? It's a 10-minute video. And that is really great for people who like watching videos, right? If you're watching this still, you're likely one of those people that learns from watching videos, and that's really cool. That's how I personally am too. And then outside of that, you may not retain everybody. You may not be able to communicate everybody in the best way by that video. And so the next option would be, hey, let's take that video and let's export it as an MP3, which is which is an audio file. And then let's upload that to our podcast, right? That way, anybody who subscribes to our podcast and who prefers to gain their knowledge that way can go to the podcast and listen to the audio version of this video. So whether or not they've seen the video, whether they have or they haven't, they're still subscribed to our podcast and they can get our content that way. So that's cool. But now what if somebody doesn't have or doesn't retain knowledge or prefer to watch videos or to listen to audio podcasts? Well, maybe they like written word. Maybe they like to read things. So in that case, you would have somebody, whether it's yourself or maybe somebody on your team, or maybe you hire our team to run all this stuff for you. You take that initial long form content, which is that video, and you break it down into information that can be written in blog form, right? So then you put that information on your blog. That way, anybody who prefers to read information in blog format can go to your blog and look at it that way. And then outside of that, so we've hit the main three different contextualization points, right? Video, audio, and blog content, or written word. And now we can contextualize content further to individual platforms, right? So we are posting this long video. It doesn't really matter how long it is to us, as long as we're providing actual information. But we're posting this on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, really anywhere that will allow us to post it. But then also through the course of the next few weeks, months, maybe even years, we're going to chop down this video into maybe 30-second segments or maybe 15-second segments. And we are going to be posting that on various platforms in the way that those platforms need those things oriented or sized, right? So maybe we'll take this video and we'll post little excerpts on it to Facebook in a 4:5 aspect ratio so that you can see it really well in your feed. Maybe we'll make an 18 or a 1080 by 1920 format video, which is a vertical video, and maybe we'll push that to Snapchat, to Instagram stories, to TikTok, to those different platforms, and basically just contextualize it further as we go, right? So just to recap, contextualizing content just means to prepare your content, to send it to all of the different people who follow you, who prefer to retain that content in all different ways, right? Whether that be video, audio, or written word. And then after that, you can contextualize that content further to make it platform specific so that it has the best chance to perform the best way on each of those platforms. And this is a kind of a complex subject, and so it's well, I wouldn't say the idea of it is complex, but the execution of it, right? The carrying out of the plan to contextualize content on a consistent basis is somewhat difficult to do. But I believe in you. I believe that you can do it. If you care about your business, if you care about your social media presence, I highly recommend that you at least try it. And if it's not something that you think you can do on a consistent basis, but you do see the value that it brings you, our team would be happy to assist you with that. But anyways, I hope this tip has been valuable. Trying to keep these tips coming and hoping to say them fast if I can. But if I can't, then we'll have 10 to 30, 45-minute videos. As long as as long as they're full of information, that doesn't bother me. If you have not yet, consider following us on our different platforms. If you're watching this on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. If you're watching this on Instagram, like our Facebook page. That's where we're going to be posting like the majority of the long form content, and also our YouTube channel. But yeah, I appreciate your time. Hope you have a good day or evening, depending on when you're watching this. Bye.